And Arsenal have pulled off the heist of the century. And Tottenham fans. What's good, guys? Welcome back to All About Arsenal. And this evening, normally I'll do it in the daytime when I've got my natural light coming out my window, but I spent the last 3-4 hours I've been going through posts, social media links, checking updates from David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano consistently, because the news is Eberechi Eze is coming back home. The prodigal son is returning. Tottenham must have thought there were some big boys. I probably share the same sentiment amongst all other Arsenal fans. During the week, it was a little bit of a downer, because it was the fact that, for me, is that how could Arsenal entertain the fact that you could let Eze go to one of your arch rivals? It wasn't just that, okay, we lost him. Losing him is one, yeah. Let's say you lost him to Manchester United. I won't like that. Or you lost him to, trying to think of a certain team. Let's say you lost him to Aston Villa. Fine, we shouldn't. But to lose them to Spurs, and I was scared because I thought, okay, if Spurs get Eze and they're looking to get Savinho, that's a very scary prospect. And I know they will give Arsenal problems. If they were able to do that, I was tipping that they would finish top 4. But Arsenal have pulled off the rope-a-dope. For some of us that don't know, Muhammad Ali is famous for introducing something called the rope-a-dope. This is where he had his famous fight with George Foreman, and everybody thought he was going to get banged up. They even got the ambulance ready for him. Rumble in the jungle. And then he pulled off the heist of the century. He stayed on the rope, for so many of the rounds. He took beatings to the point that he was weeing up blood for days after the match. He took beatings, hanging on the rope, pretending like he was out of the fight. Then when he saw that his enemy was vulnerable, he struck, and he won the match. That is what Arsenal have done. They have done the footballing rope-a-dope. Tottenham fans were gassed. Tottenham fans were saying all types of was to me. Tottenham fans were, there was one, literally, I was on X right now, and somebody posted a picture of Eze in a Spurs shirt. Ugh. And Thomas Frank is behind him. It was AI generated. Then you've got that picture of Martin Odegaard with the camera, and you've got a picture of Eze about to sign his contract. And I had to respond, and I said, oh, that aged well, isn't it? That really, really aged well. Tottenham fans would have never let this go. And this would have been the biggest mistake Arsenal could have ever made. Because it was like, we all know what the glaring issues are. If all Arsenal fans know that left-hand side is a problem, then best believe the managers and the coaching staff also know that left side is a problem. But I just don't know. And for me, you know what? I'm so happy we've done this deal, because it takes off a bit of heat on the Madueke deal. Because people weren't seeing things happening, I thought the transfer window was done for Arsenal, but I didn't know Arsenal were big boys like that. Listen, once in a while, teams need to make a statement to other teams, right? Just as Liverpool have done. They've won the Premier League title. Nope, they didn't stop there. Let's go for Ekatike. Let's go for Wirtz. They are stamping their authority and letting people know that, we can be even bigger than what you thought. Those are big boy moves. That's what I'm talking about. And once in a while, big teams have to flex their muscle and flex their bank account. Spurs were going on like, yeah, they're dons. And the way social media is getting Daniel Levy, you had Eze right there for the taking. Then I was hearing today they were trying to entertain Richarlison. This is the rope-a-dope, because they became too comfortable. They thought they had it in the bag that they can even say, let's offer Richarlison in a deal. Let's take our time. When you need Eze, you've lost Maddison, you don't have Son, you don't have that creativity. You should have snapped him up straight away, dancing around it. Arsenal came in. It's like Spurs are like the hyenas, right? And then you've got Arsenal are the lions. You know what happens when there's prey. When the lion comes from the prey, the hyenas, what do? They run away, because they know they cannot withstand the sheer power and the presence of the lion. Arsenal have roared once again in the Premier League for all other teams to see that we're serious. And you know what? Teams will be afraid now. Teams will be afraid. Low block, not a problem. No creativity, not a problem. Now there's creativity going to be oozing on that pitch. Creativity can come from EZE. It can come from Odegaard. It can come from Saka. It can come from Zubimendi. So there is creativity all around the pitch now. Wow. You know what? I really had to take it. I was literally bouncing off the walls. I was jumping up and down, even to the point I started to get a bit faint. I had to sit down. I said to my missus, I'm overstimulated, man. Because, listen, I don't think you understand. As Arsenal fans, losing to your rivals in a derby match is one thing. But losing a key player, such a gifted player, that's another thing. And you don't want to do that. But Arsenal stepped up. Yo, anybody that says Arsenal hasn't got money, Arsenal have got peas. But I do think after this, there's going to be an acceleration in regards to the amount of sales they start making now. But let's just take it in. Just take it in. Just breathe. What are you breathing in? You are breathing in the scent, the aroma of impending success. And almost everyone is saying to me now, Arsenal have got no excuses. And I concur. I agree. We must be bringing on some silverware. We must be getting so much silverware that we have to get multiple cabinets to contain it. That's what I'm talking about, right? And there's a lot of rival fans saying stuff like, oh, you know, he's no Wirtz, this, that. I take EZE over Wirtz, and people will say, what are you talking about? Listen. Wirtz has just started the Premier League. The Premier League is the best league in the world. Wirtz has just come to it. EZE has proven himself in the Premier League in a Crystal Palace side, and they are a good side. They won the FA Cup, right? In a good mid-size team. EZE has proven himself season after season after season in regards to how much of a talent he is. So why does it make sense for you guys just to see, because you bought Wirtz for 116 million or whatever, how much you bought him, I think it was 100 and something plus the add-ons, and then come and be flexing that, he's better than EZE. He's not. Why? Because he's not proven in the Premier League. So watch this space. Liverpool 31st, Anfield, we're ready for you now. We are ready for you. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. Listen, the attack is going to be terrifying. Slow off the transition, that problem ends. With EZE, he's so good on the transition. I still can't believe it. I'm still taking time to take it in. A mural has been done of EZE already, and I think, wow, people are moving fast. You know what is the excitement? One of the reasons why people say that the Arsenal fan base is so toxic at times is because we've seen glaring problems in our team and they're not being addressed. This signing of Eberechi Eze has united the fan base. This signing has made this the best window ever. This signing is going to get Mikel Arteta out of jail in a lot of eyes of Arsenal fans now. Because you know what? We've done the business. Nobody can say nothing about the Cronkies. Now, every Arsenal team is going to be back in it. Is going to be back in it now. All eyes are on Arteta now. But when you've got talismans like Eze, just wait, hold on, pause. You can have Eze, Odegaard, and Zubimendi and Saka on the same pitch. You know what? Teams are shook. Teams are scared because Arsenal's going to be cooking up a storm. But let me go into the details a bit more because, right. So this news was broken first by David Ornstein. Couple of hours. I was at home. I got my two girls. My youngest daughter, I was teaching her how to ride a bike. You know, nice bonding for father-daughter moment. Oh, it's so sweet, man. Then I come home and I check my group chat. I got Arsenal group chat with my friends and my buddies, and then I saw something from Ornstein about Arsenal going in for Eze, and I was like, is this real? And I literally had to look at the X blue tick multiple times to see that I hope this is no fake account. Then I looked at Fabrizio Romano, and then all of a sudden I hear that Arsenal are even agreed terms with Palace. And you know what's so crazy? My video yesterday, go and check it out. I said towards the end, I was talking about Eze again, lamenting that we had lost him. And I said, what if Arsenal are pulling off the rope-a-dope? I said it. What if Arsenal are letting Spurs do all the legwork and all of a sudden we swoop in and we take the prey, we take the catch? That's what we've done. So Fabrizio Romano, and when he says here we go, it's here we go. The here we go was given by Fabrizio Romano a couple of hours ago. Eberechi Eze to Arsenal. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place between all parties. The deal with Palace was done quick. What was Daniel Levy doing? Having a nap. Crystal Palace to receive package in excess of 60 million as Eze preferred Arsenal over Spurs. Oh, is that a surprise? Are you really surprised that Eze preferred Arsenal over Spurs? Come on. We always know what was going to happen. When we were in for him earlier on, Spurs ducked out because they know that, Arsenal can't compete. That's what I said, is the hyena against the lion. Come on. You know how that one is going to end. Arsenal win the race over Tottenham, been in advanced talks for days, but never sealed. Look at that. It's like you trying to get that girl you've always wanted. You spend so much time talking to her, sweeten her up. You're sending her nice little texts in the morning. Good morning, beautiful, and all that type of stuff. Then all of a sudden, some stud comes out of nowhere, boom, speaks to her one time, takes her away, and you're running, but I was doing everything, man. I was putting all the sauce in it. Yeah, you seasoned her for another guy. This is what Tottenham did. You did the work for us. Well done. Thank you very much. Great. Forerunners, you did your job. Thank you very much, Spurs. Wow. Going on to Mr. Ornstein. Starting to love this guy even more. So David Ornstein broke an hour ago. Eberechi Eze agrees personal terms. And let's be honest, personal terms is never a problem. The main thing was to agree club-to-club talks with Crystal Palace, and they did that. Eze personal terms with Arsenal ahead of completing a move from Crystal Palace. Deal in principle struck over the 27-year-old. He just turned 27 in June. Attacking midfielder to join Arsenal after Crystal Palace FC versus Fredrikstad for the UEFA Conference League. Player now finalised too. Wow. Sky Sports, Talk Sports, DR Sports. It's been the talk of the evening. Nobody saw this coming, right? Nobody saw this coming. No one saw this coming. It was like that boxing match between Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua. At one point, I believe it was the 5th or 6th round, it looked like Anthony Joshua was getting into it. All of a sudden, Dubois just released one hook. That was it. That's exactly what we've done to Spurs. Spurs have to understand you're further down the food chain. You're not Arsenal Football Club. You'll never be Arsenal Football Club. You cannot be like us. You cannot. Even in our worst season, we still finished second. So imagine what we're going to do with Eze. That extra bit of creativity, and I love it. It means that we have another outlet, somebody that can make things happen. And that's what we need. And we need that so much. I think there was a lot of pressure put on Odegaard. And like I said, Odegaard was struggling against low blocks. Now you've got a specialist that can handle low blocks. But I like it because it's going to take the attention of players like Saka. It's going to take the attention of players like Odegaard. And they can probably find themselves being able to drop into other cute pockets of space and begin to make things happen even more. Now opposition teams have to worry about Eze now. There's worry all over. If it's not Saka that can get you, Eze can get you. Then you've got Gyökeres up front. And Eze can play those beautiful balls. Running past just for Gyökeres to get on the back of it and lash it in. Arsenal Football Club, listen, and I agree, we need to make something happen, and I definitely think we will. We have, I think on paper right now with Eze joining the squad, we've probably got the best team on paper. From the defence to the attack. Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Timber, Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard, Eze, Saka, Gyökeres. Lights out. My enemies, it's lights out. So wow, this has been a roller coaster, and I think, you know what, man, supporting Arsenal Football Club, I think some people have been on antidepressants at times. I mean, it's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster of emotion. It's like a love-hate relationship at times. It's like the fan base was crying out for time. Just get this guy. We all know how good he is. He can operate on the left. Get him. What are we doing? We're selling ourselves short again. And this all happened because of Kai Havertz. And I wish him all the best. And it must be something serious. Early talks is that it's ACL. You know, if it's ACL. But on the other part, I keep thinking that players are just dropping for ACLs and hamstrings. And then the amount of games they're playing needs to be looked into. And this is why we need depth and rotation. So players don't have to get to that point. He's already coming on off the back of a hamstring injury, and to have this now, he's going to be sitting out for a while. But at least we've got someone like EZE to come in and start cooking for the Arsenal Football Club. Wow. And another thing before I end this video, right? You have to realize, and obviously I'm a man of faith, I'm a Christian and whatnot, and I believe in doing things in a proper way. And EZE himself, he's a certified Christian in this, that, and the other. The way he's conducted himself in this period has been exemplary. He's set a standard for people like Wissa and Isak. He always wanted to go to Arsenal. Arsenal was his desire. He didn't throw his toys at the pram. He didn't start misbehaving. He didn't skip training. He did things the right way. Now he's getting his dream move. So it proves that when you do things the right way, doors can happen. I do understand that sometimes you might have to be a bit Machiavellian. You might need to be a bit forceful. There's nothing wrong about being forceful, but doing the right way. Don't be blacking out your social media statuses. Don't be coming out with some jive statements, saying things and it goes to he said this, she said that. So when EZE has his final game tomorrow, best believe the Crystal Palace fan base, they are going to give him a wonderful sending off and ovation because he served them well. He didn't embarrass them. He didn't put himself above the club. He humbled himself and he did it in a great way. This guy, Eberechi Eze, he's a wonderful role model. And this is the type of player I want at Arsenal. That's exemplary of what we are and what we stand for. So guys, the Here We Go is here. I'll be watching that game with EZE tomorrow, praying that nothing happens to him, And he's going to be here in time for that game against Liverpool, and Arsenal going to cook. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is the best transfer window ever? And if so, what do you rate it out of 10? Let me know in the comments. For me, I know it's a resounding 10. But until then, peace.